Hey, how's it going? My name's Pat Hamer. This is my dog Roxy. And I want to work for you for free, absolutely free. I want to talk to people that you introduce me to and sell them a product. Several products, in fact. And there's a choice. I'm like a shopping mall, of product. And so what we do is we market on social media, me and Roxy here, and we, isn't that right, Roxy? See, she shook her head. And what you doing? Is everything cool here? I feel like a ventriloquist. All right, look at that. Anyways, as I said, I want to work for you for free, and then I want to get 5 or 10 or 15 or 20 or 100 other people to work for you for free, absolutely free. Could you imagine having people working for you for free? That is incredible. I'm a contractor, a real estate developer. Right here where I'm sitting, I had a fifth wheel, and I put it right here, and I opened the door, and there was a bunch of trees there on my backhoe, and I tore up that land there, and I put that house there. I designed it, built it, poured the concrete, tied the rebar, framed the walls, and I actually built a really nice custom home for half the price. All right, so I'm going to sell it, I'm going to have equity, and I'm going to do it again, and then eventually I'll have a home free and clear. Well, that's what I'm about. I'm about cutting to the chase and increasing our assets, showing you how to do it. Now, not everybody can go out and build a house. I don't know why not. It's not really that difficult. You can hire somebody by the hour, cheap, to show you how to do it, and they'll be appreciated. You can pay them their, I'm talking cheap, $20 an hour or something, and that's well worth, doing it. I mean, kind of risky, so, they're not regulated by the government. I'm a licensed contractor in the state of California, 579611. Homesculptor.com is my website, but that's beside the point. I don't get people to work for me for free until now. And the way I got my start was in the 90s. I actually ran into this guy, and he signed me up into the calling card network marketing business, and it was a binary, and you only build 2 legs. So if you put 100 people in the organization, 99 go underneath the first one, 98 under the second one, and so they get to make a profit off of each and every one of those people. And so it's called overspill, and that's the beauty of a binary compensation plan. The risk is that you won't work the business, and you won't make any money, and you won't recoup your cost back. To join this one is $20. To join Gold is free, but you can upgrade up to I believe it's 93, almost 350, and then I think it's about $700-800, and then there's a $2,000 package. That it's the Cadillac. And so point is all this gold here I got for free. I'm not paying for this coffee either. Other people pay for it because you network market and you enter commission. So if you can get that concept, and I don't have to pay them, I don't have to do any of the pay. The company does. So, and what do? We advertise for that company so that people will buy their products. So we're advertising agencies. We're not retailers. There's a difference. And we don't get paid to recruit, because that's called a unilevel. People in a unilevel, if they have a breakaway system, and so after about 6 or 7 levels, 4 to 7 levels, you no longer receive commissions from that downline that you created. It goes straight up to the company. Now you got to go out and hustle up and recruit some more people. That's what causes recruiting. A binary, I know people that my first binary, I didn't sign anybody up, and this guy thought if he got me to a check that I would be a pretty good candidate to help make him some more money. So I didn't want to do the business. He sold me the box of calling cards, and I just didn't want to do it. I kind of discounted it, used it as a discount on a Jeep I was buying him. So I figured I could use the long distance savings. Back in the 90s, it was real expensive. And so I got a check in the mail, and he said, "Do you want more?" And I said, "Yeah, come to this meeting." So I went to that meeting and watched it. Well, now we don't have to go to meetings. Here's the meeting right here. I'm going to work for you for free, absolutely free. How do I do that? You're going to introduce me to the people that you don't know how to explain it to until you learn. I will explain it to them. I will introduce them to other people, and I will give you a free website that will allow you to put a link in any social media and attract other people. Now that's how I got started in the coffee. I lost the weight. I sent out a Facebook thing saying, hey, I just lost 22 pounds. You can go to my Facebook, Pat Hamer, and you can page down and then you'll see this thing that says, I lost weight drinking diet coffee. Well, about a half, 4 people in my group from the gold, and I think some extra people that didn't know me, called me up and said, hey, what's this losing weight stuff, And 4 people bought my product a couple of weeks ago, and I made $250, just in a week, And so now they're going out and doing the same thing. So it's, my slow week was going to be $250 that week, and then I haven't gotten my paycheck for next week yet, so I don't know. Point is I'm looking to. It's a new company, a startup company, and startups are where it's at. I will work for you for free. Fill out your name, telephone number, email address, and you'll be on my list. You can opt out if you want. Roxy needs some new shoes, and I need some new shoes, and so do you need some new shoes. So let's learn how to come together and get us the things that we need. And I want to tell you about myself, though. I don't want to work with anybody sarcastic people. If you're sarcastic, don't call me. If you're going to blame me that you didn't work and earn, follow the system, and the system is simply just, believe in your product. The system is, if nobody's if somebody's overweight and they're not doing anything about it, your job is to convince them they need to do something about it, because, for one, it's going to save their life probably. The doctor told me when I was 254 that I was close to getting diabetes, and thank God I'm not there. And so now I'm down 24 pounds. I want to get down another 30 pounds, 200. So it's a matter of life and death for some people. I also don't want people who are lazy, And now let's say you come in and you go into business with me and you have your own schedule, That's fine. But I called up somebody the other day, and I'd offered them to come up and stay at my place for the weekend. I'll train you. I sent them emails out for web training every day. They could look on this web thing. Well, he hadn't contacted me in a while, and I don't want to bug you. And so when I contacted him, he was like, well, you didn't train me. And I met with the guy, probably 5 or 6 times at a meeting. I sent him emails every day. I told him, here's the training steps. He never once contacted me, never called me up. And yet he blamed me that he didn't do anything. So if automatically, if you're already hesitant, there's an old saying, the way you do anything is the way you do everything. If you keep on doing what you've always done, you're going to keep on getting what you always had. Now, those kind of people, when you get those kind of people in your group, they're going to blame you for their failures, And so right off the bat, don't come. Now, for the rest of you people, the people who understand what self-starter means, and those of you who have a desire to learn, and it might take 2 months for you to overcome that apprehension that keeps you from opening your mouth in front of somebody. I remember, God, I gotta tell somebody about this. Oh man, I sat in front of a coin shop, for an hour trying to get the courage up to tell this guy about this gold, And I've got a video on YouTube there talking about walking into his store and showing him one of these cards, and he liked it, and he tested it, and it was pure gold. And but it took me an hour to sit, and I would sit there and I kept looking at it. Finally, I just got up and did. So I know, I don't expect you to come in and start going to work right off the bat. But if you want to hang around and train, and you get around that kind of thing, get around people who can talk, and get on a 3-way phone call. See, the good way to do it is to say, hey, Bill, I got Pat on the line here on a 3-way call. That business I was telling you about. He's going to tell you about it right then and there. That pulls yourself out of the equation, because there's an old saying, the prophet is not welcome in his own household. And people that they don't see you as a marketer, so they don't want to listen to you. But a third person that they don't know, the chances are we're going to be able to close them into a free sign up website at least to get them to look at the tour, and from that point on they're in a tighter, closer list. And so then now we can send them emails, let them know, and then when you become successful and when people join, we send them an email, hey, welcome to the team, this person just joined. People go, wow, maybe that does work, and then they'll come in and want to be part of what we're doing. So again, thank you for listening. Roxy thanks you too. She's over there just looking at me kind of like, yep, you told him, boss. Yep, that's right. And I did. So that's the sound of money there. And I'll probably be around a little longer to enjoy it. And again, I will work for you for free. Yes. Bye. Have a great day.